know, we worked so hard and received nothing pretty much in terms of, you know, we didn't have a particularly good fan base, and we, you know, we would travel the country in the worst possible way to play a show and then come back overnight the same night, or, you know, beg our parents to let us play on school nights and all this kind of stuff. Part of White Lies and the way it started was a retaliation against that, and the way that we retaliated against whatever the music industry or the music listening public was by doing what the hell we wanted kind of thing, whereas before we'd been definitely very much influenced by what we felt mainly our friends wanted to hear.
Keep on running, keep on running, there's no place like home, there's no place like home. Keep on running, keep on running, there's no place like home.
When I was in primary school, you know, young school, even then my favourite thing to do was to kind of write stories and even try and write poems and things like that. Always was into it.
Keep on running, keep on running, there's no place like home, there's no place like home.
Some of the songs on the album are very much written in very kind of small periods of time, you know, where an emotion is at its most potent, I guess, and then I just scribbled down as quickly as I can. Songs like Nothing to Give, and I think Death as well.
I wonder what keeps us so high up.
When Charles writes the lyrics, he never tells me what they mean or what they're about. It's always, I always interpret them myself and sing them how I think they should be sung. And usually, you know, it's very easy to find emotion and power in those lyrics, and it doesn't really matter where you draw that emotion from or what meaning you take from them. It's just, yeah, you know, I feel different things, and you know, from show to show, from different times of year and from different, you know, situations, it feels different every time you sing the songs. But it's always a moving experience. It's always powerful.
I love the quiet of the night time.
I'm not a writer. I've never studied how to write or anything like that, you know. So it's kind of all I can do is use the language that I know to try and express various different things or stories, but I don't feel qualified to do it. With the next album, I really hope to kind of, you know, take things a bit further with the lyrics and to be really happy with every single one. Not that I'm not, you know, I look back on the first album and I'm happy with what I've written, but at the same time, I feel a bit guilty about some of it. You know, it's not necessarily as good as it could be. It's just not as good as it could be, you know. So, and that's what musicians and artists do, is they always kind of beat themselves up over, you know, being better and improving their skill and improving what they do.
Yes,